It appears tonight that President Biden will not achieve his goal of passing police reform legislation by the one-year mark of George Floyd's death. Again, that is tomorrow. That bill, which is named in honor of Floyd, is getting serious pushback from some Republicans over a key issue that would get rid of some protections for police. NewsNation White House correspondent Allison Harris live in Washington, D.C. tonight with details. Allison.
Well, Rob, this bill would ban chokeholds. It would create a national police misconduct registry, and it would make it easier to prosecute police. This deadline has come due, but there's signs tonight that Democrats are signaling they're open to compromise. On the eve of the day marking 1 year since the death of George Floyd at the hands of police, President Biden's spokeswoman downplayed the president's failure to meet his self-imposed deadline to enact police reform.
The president is still very much hopeful that he will be able to sign the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act into law.
The president instead planning to mark the day Tuesday with a private meeting at the White House with the Floyd family. So far, the major stumbling block is qualified immunity. It prevents officers from being sued personally for their actions on the job. Republicans have been pushing back on that part of the bill, but tonight, signs that Democrats might be willing to deal.
I want that to be part of the bill, but I also don't want to allow the perfect to be the enemy of the good. I want to make progress.
The bill also aims to ban chokeholds and create a national police misconduct registry so that fired officers cannot be hired by another department. Republicans citing a roughly 25% rise in violent crime across the country last year, shifting focus to the need for police.
Violent crime shot up dramatically in 2020. Adequate policing is not an enemy of civil rights.
Today, the Republican leading the push for compromise, South Carolina's Tim Scott, joined with Democrats to say a deal can still get done, writing, "We are still working through our differences on key issues and remain optimistic about the prospects of achieving that goal." Civil rights attorney Lee Merritt, who represents families and victims of police abuse in high-profile cases, says there's no time to lose.
George Floyd doesn't represent a culmination of anything, but really the tip of the spear. And every day that we delay meaningful reform, more lives are lost.
And the president has another goal coming up. He set another deadline to get his jobs plan done by Memorial Day, that quickly approaching. The White House waiting to hear back from Republicans on the latest in infrastructure negotiations. Rob, Marnie.
All right, Allison, thank you very much. And a note to viewers, our own Felicia Bolton here at NewsNation has an exclusive interview with Floyd family attorney Benjamin Crump and two of George Floyd's relatives. You can see that interview coming up in our next hour tonight here on Prime.